Stadium in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now a good running play here to start the drive. That'll net them 14 yards as they pick up the first.
And that was a pleasing run from Phillip Lindsay coming over from the Denver Broncos to join now a crowded backfield with the Houston Texans. But why is it so crowded? Because they finished 31st in the league last year in rushing, and they're trying to find anyone who can lead them and get that running game moving in Houston.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again is Watson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. They'll try to run for this with Singletary. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And, boy, that was important to pick up that first down there and keep this one going.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. SOS. Check it back.
They'll run here with Singletary. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
On play action, Allen. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 32-yard line.
Check three. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively at 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen. And he's got his man here, Beasley. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 25 yards that time.
First and goal on the 6-yard line. Check 99. Shift. Middle.
They run here with Singletary. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Singletary again. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Singletary. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
They're going to run for it. It's Moss. And he takes it in across the chalk for Bills touchdown. Zach Moss, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They will run with Singletary. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was pop free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
51, Mike 51. Watch the pass.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere.
51, Mike, 51.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Going deep for Diggs. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
He'll start things with a handoff to Lindsey.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
These two teams all tied after one. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Faking the give. Now Watson. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. A quick throw, but incomplete.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Watson now to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
A.J. Epinesa
Gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way. to disrupt these offenses, and typically one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
And just a yard to go here on second down.
On the handoff, it's Singletary. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. The Bills on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Bills on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
49 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
We often give credit to the O-line. There, 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Allen now on first down. He hits Beasley right side. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Singletary. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. To the air, Allen. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
The kick by Bass is good. And that will tie things at 17-all. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Boys, let's go.
Reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
So that'll back him up 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Dancing to his left. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
You definitely won't like to hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd
completion left side to Miller. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Joey Slye with a field goal of 34 yards.
And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the give, this is Singletary. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And this is incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Now Allen. He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
In 2nd and inches.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now it's Watson. Flushed out right. He'll get this to Philip Lindsay, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Watson off play action. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
2nd and 10.
Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. That's complete to the tight end, Akins. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
And that's complete to Sanders.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Lindsey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Gregory Rousseau able to bring him down.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
To throw is Watson. He's got it to Matthews, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On first down, Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On second down, it's Lindsey. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now Watson. David Johnson here on the catch. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Here's Watson. Hands of Akins. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep for Diggs. And it is caught at the 10-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Some good gains going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Again, it'll be Singletary. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
58 is the money. 65, 65, 58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown again, and his 9th on the year. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Watson. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That is not going to be any help as they dump. Behind the line of scrimmage. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Matthews unable to hang on, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
To throw again on 2nd down, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Again, it's Watson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Faking the give. Now Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Matthews, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw, Watson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. This is caught.
And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Philip Lindsay.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have once again taken the lead.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
He gets this complete to Diggs. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. 60 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Allen. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
And he finds Beasley complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Tyler Bass for the Bills field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And he's out of bounds, so give him about 9 as that stops the clock. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
To throw, Watson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and it's 3rd and short. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Watson. Going up top for Miller. He's got a man, complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Watson a give. This is Johnson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And this one is right through. And the Texans are going to win the football game. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so